Good morning. Happy Thursday. It's already Thursday. I didn't film anything yesterday for multiple reasons. We did I never said it in like Monday or Tuesday, but we were doing a place value party yesterday during our win groups, and so we basically were like building place value numbers with like food. So we did Cheez-Its, Skittles, and pretzel sticks. So then I had portioned off all this stuff into baggies the night before on Tuesday night, and I was short Cheez-Its because the box of Cheez-Its I bought was like all broken, and I needed like full squares. So I was gonna go to the store on the way to school, and I got all the way to the store, which was like almost a 20-minute drive, and I realized I had forgot all the other stuff at home. So went into the store, had to go all the way back to my house to get this stuff because I needed it like almost first thing in the morning, so I couldn't like wait for Skylar to bring it or anything. So I was barely cutting it close yesterday, and then we had a staff meeting in the morning, so I barely like got to school on time. Luckily I had left like really early yesterday, but yeah, so that was why I didn't vlog in the morning. And then in the afternoon I had a meeting right after school for the like union teachers association thing, which this week, like it's not like a stress out week, because I'm not like stressed out because I have too much to do. I'm just like on overload this week of information. Like Monday I had the science fair coordinator meeting, and I'm like overloaded on information with that because I don't like fully understand what I'm doing, and I need to like talk to them about it. But at this point, like I just don't fully understand it, and I've never done science fair because my kids don't do science fair in second grade, so it's just like a lot to like wrap my mind around, and I want to make sure that I'm like doing it correctly. And then yesterday it wasn't like a union meeting, it was a training to see how to basically handle conferences with admin in terms of representing like another teacher at your site. So if like a teacher were to get into trouble or something, you are the one to represent them. And so they had to train you on like just like the practices of how to do that, and we were there for like 2.5 hours just talking about things, and it's like so much information, and it's like a lot of stuff that like I don't understand like easily. Like with teacher stuff, it's like I can just sit there and like listen and kind of go along and like take notes, whatever. But with all that stuff, it was a lot of like verbiage that I just didn't understand, like a lot of more like legal terms, and so like that kind of stuff, it's like that you really don't want to do wrong, because that's like someone's job is on the line potentially. Not that like that stuff comes up very often, but when it does, you know, someone's job could potentially be on the line, and like you are supposed to be the one representing them. So that's kind of like, I don't know, it's not scary, but it's a lot. So all of that yesterday, and then today we have ECT, which is basically they're gonna watch my kids. They do fun activities with them. They're like credentialed like teachers. That's just their teaching job, is to go around to all the different schools, and they watch like a grade level at a time. There's like 3 or 4 of them, and they just rotate through, and while we go do math training with our math TOSA. So it's a pretty good time. Normally we usually get some like really good information, but I'm gonna be on overload of information again today, because usually I leave being like, oh my gosh, like I have so much to like I want to do. So I feel like my brain is just like completely on overload this week. I'm not stressed out, like I don't have like a million things to do, it's just overload. And then I didn't forget my camera at home at school yesterday, but I left it here thinking like I didn't need it because I didn't film anything yesterday, so I didn't bother bringing it home. But then my memory card was in it, and Skylar needed the memory card yesterday, which is why he wasn't able to upload my video yesterday. But then I forgot it again, so it's not going to get uploaded today either, which means it's going to have to get uploaded tomorrow. Yeah, so there's my complaints for the day. Today's gonna be a good day though. I'm excited to like get some math training. I'm curious to see what they're gonna kind of focus on this year. The first year I did it was more like a number talk kind of focus and project-based learning. Last year our focus was more on, what was it more on? Like a full, like well-rounded lesson, I think. Like every aspect of the lesson, and then like sharing data with our team, which is something that like our whole district's been working towards with the whole PLC movement, and just sharing data and like using the data for, you know, driving your instruction. So I don't know what this year will end up being about. I'm curious. But yeah, so that's my day. Yesterday was such a good day. I moved my math rotations. So my math rotation kids normally sit, which by the way, this little Spider-Man, yep, he's still there. If you watched the last vlog, he's still there. My math rotation game people normally sit at that counter. They work over there, and it ends up being very, very loud and very just like chaotic over there, I feel like. So what I decided to do, because I had one of my groups that chose to work on the carpet the other day, and they were like it was just like a really good group. Like they were all getting along. They kept their volume at like an appropriate tone. It was just like a really good group, and I had like given them praise for that. And then I thought to myself, maybe I should just move the games to the carpet anyway, because the games end up being a lot of pieces, and it's easier on the carpet than trying to like fit everything on the table with like 8 or 10 kids over there. So I decided to move it to the carpet. It was beautiful. They were so quiet. They were like, I could see what they were doing, which was good because I sit over here, so it's like on the completely other side of the room, and when they're facing the wall, I can't really see. And my initial like idea with facing the wall was that they would like be a little bit more quiet, and they're kind of contained over there, but it just didn't work. That's the way I've done it the last 2 years, but the carpet area worked so much better. And even my kids kept like commenting on the fact that it was so quiet and everyone was working so hard. Like I had like 6 or 7 kids be like, Mrs. Brooks, it's really, really quiet in here. And I was like, I know, isn't it so much easier for us to work when we're all like doing our job and we're all focused? And they just were like, yeah, it's really good. So I was super excited about that. Just like, it's funny how like one little change can like completely change something that happens, you know, like the way your class runs. The place value party was really fun yesterday. So I said we had like the snacks. I put on like some spy music. I wanted like some dramatic music because I told them it was like their last task to show me that they were done, because we're going to be switching. So we're taking a pre-test today on the next topic, which is addition strategies or something like that. I think it's addition strategies. And so it's just going back to like single digit addition. And so we're going to go ahead and pre-test today, all the second grade, all 3 of us, and then we'll take the data tomorrow and group them up accordingly. And then so I might end up with like a bunch of different kids. Who knows? I could end up with a lot of the same ones, but yeah, so that was like our last day together. They had so much fun. They kept saying like, this is like the funnest day. So it was super cute. And all I did was just have a number on the screen. I had like my PowerPoint, my daily slides. I just threw like a 3-digit number on there, and they just built it. They wrote it, and yeah, I don't know, it was a lot of fun. And then we gave them like a little award. It didn't say like you mastered, because not quite every single kid in like all of the classes mastered. So we just awarded it in like you worked really hard. All the kids in my group had mastered it, but we just did all the same one for like every kid. So that's been my week so far. It's been a great week. It's just one of those weeks where like I just realize like how much I just love my class this year. We have finally like gotten into routines, and like they're rocking it, and it's so cool to see them. I don't know, it's like, it's just makes my heart so happy. So the last couple of days have been really, really good. Actually, this whole week's been really, really good. It just makes me excited for the rest of this year. So yeah, positivity for the morning. All right, I have to get some work done before my meeting, and I have already talked for 8 minutes. Now this vlog's gonna be really long, and someone's probably gonna complain, but that's okay. So I'll see you guys later. Hello from a very annoyed person. It's 6 o'clock, and I actually just got back to school because I realized I forgot my camera, and well, I didn't forget it yesterday, but like I said, but I didn't bring it home because I didn't think that I needed it, but we needed the memory card out of it. And then I got halfway to the gym, and I realized, well, not even halfway, I was like 5 minutes down the street, but I realized I had forgotten my camera. And I debated not coming back, but I realized like everything is on this camera that I need. So I came back and I got the camera, and I figured since I came back, because I wasn't gonna film any more clips because I was kind of over it, but since I came back, I just figured I had to at least film one clip before tomorrow. So I'm just gonna join this up with tomorrow. I've been trying to do like 2 to 3 vlogs a week, not necessarily like a vlog for every single day, just because it like my life just hasn't been that exciting to have like a vlog every single day. But I was just looking at the board and I want to talk to you guys about my writing that we did yesterday, but I'm gonna save it for tomorrow morning. Actually, I guess I could show you really quickly in case, because it's going to be on the same vlog anyway. So before I erase this, so yesterday we did a new writing, and I had mentioned in Tuesday's vlog that I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it, but we decided to do, or I decided to do, so making somebody smile. And so what they did was they took their journal and they wrote, made someone smile in the middle, put a circle around it, and then they did a brain dump, and I told them to come up with 4 ways or 4 times that they've made somebody smile. So they had to put the person's name and then put how you made them smile. So I just said like Mrs. Nelson, who's my friend at school. I went and said good morning to her that morning, and I visited with her and I made her smile. I said there was a stranger. I held the door open for them. So they had to come up with 4. And then they put a cloud around the one that they wanted to pick. So they didn't do like a total brain dump. It was a very quick brain dump. And then I put first, next, last on the board. And what I did was I explained my story. Whoa, sorry, that was not on there at all. I explained my story with a first, next, last style, like verbally, and then I had them write this in their journals with the arrows, and then I had them put these like little touch dots there. So then they had to say to their neighbor or their study buddy what their story was. So first I blah blah blah, next this happened, and then last. So like for mine, I said first I went to Mrs. Nelson and told her good morning. Next, I stayed and visited with her for a little bit and asked her how her night was. Last, I told her goodbye and told her that I would see her after lunch. And that was like my time of making Mrs. Nelson smile. So I had them do that just so that they could like visually see. And that was like totally on the spot. I just thought of it, and I don't know, I kind of liked it because it like forced them, or not forced them, but I like it that it had them like kind of put their finger on it as they were explaining it to their study buddy, because I realized with writing that the best way to get students to write like better is to have them talk about it first. It's really hard for kids to just write sometimes. If you just like were to tell them like, okay, write about the time that you made somebody smile, they'd have a really hard time. Now if you tell them, hey, tell your study buddy about that time that you made that person smile using, you know, first, next, last, and like quickly model it for them, then they say it all, and then basically their writing or their words just turn into writing later. And I always tell them that like it's a lot easier to say things than it is to write them sometimes. And so it's so much easier to have them what we call speak from the map first and then have them write from the map. So I highly recommend, if you don't already do that with your kids with writing, have them do that first and just talk about their story. Get them talking about it, and then it makes writing so much easier. Like I don't have any of my kids this year that will be like, I don't know what to write. Like they all know exactly what to write when they get to the writing part because they've already talked about it so much. So that's what we've been doing for writing. I have been loving doing writing this year. That was not something I felt like super confident in the last couple years, and I don't know why. Like nothing really has changed, but I've just been so much more focused with it. And I think because I've spent so much time modeling it this year and really truly like making sure that they understand what they're doing, it's just been a really good like writing workshop with them. So, and they seem to love it. Like they always get super excited when we do writing, and so I don't know, it's just like a lot of fun. But I think they're going to be like honestly like super good writers by the end of this school year. They're already like getting such a good job, and I mean it's like the first couple months of school, so I'm so proud of them. They had such a good day today. It was just such a good day. They just like, I don't know, they make my heart so happy sometimes. Like today, the ECT teachers saw me during their break time. Like my kids were at recess, I was at my like training thing, but they saw me. They were like, your class is doing such a good job. Like, they're so cool. They're so awesome. Like, they're so well behaved. And I was just like, oh, like, thank you. It makes such a difference for like other people outside of you to tell you that your kids are awesome, and not when you've asked. Like, that's another thing is I love when people tell me that when I didn't even ask. They make it a point to like tell me. So yeah, they're awesome. So now that this vlog's getting kind of long, I'm wondering if I should just split it, but it's already like past of days. So I'm just going to join it with tomorrow, and it'll be a little bit longer. But if you want to watch it in 2 portions, then go for it. And if you don't and you like long videos, then I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Good morning. Happy Friday. I just got into my room. It is 7:40 and I'm going to put together their homework packets for this week. So we have just like the different pages that need to be all stapled together. So I need to do that, and I figured this would be a good time to do it because I have a few minutes before my PLC meeting this morning. And then what else was I going to do this morning? I think that's pretty much it. We have a lot to talk about at our meeting today because we got our benchmark yesterday, and there's a lot of stuff on there that our kids are not going to know for various reasons. So we need to kind of figure out before we take that benchmark, like how to get our kids like kind of sort of not really caught up. That's not like the right word for it, but yeah, anyway, so we have to do that during our meeting this morning. I am planning on doing writing this morning. So when I left yesterday, I showed you guys my like circle map thing, this little thing, and then they are going to be turning that into, ooh, I need to go copy flow maps, actually. That reminds me, last time I forgot, and then I had a copy of them in my room and they were all on purple paper because I had no white paper. I got a new camera, not this camera, this is still the same one, but Skylar bought me a new camera for my birthday. I got the, I haven't even gotten it yet, and he like told me because we're horrible with gifts and we can't keep secrets, and we're horrible. He literally texted me and was like, your new camera came with a new memory card. And I was like, well, thanks for letting me know you bought it. But he thought that I got a notification from like our bank or whatever from it, because if you spend like, you know, over a certain amount, you'll get a notification. I didn't though, so he didn't have to tell me, but it's fine. So that should be, I don't know where he ordered it, if he ordered off Amazon or what, because if it was off Amazon, I'll probably be here tomorrow, because I think he ordered it yesterday. But yeah, so I got the G7X, which I'm so excited. It was funny because when we first started YouTube, we bought a camera and the quality was just like not good, and so we traded it, or we sold it, and then we bought this camera, and this camera is a whole lot better. This has really nice quality, but we always said like we wanted to get the G7X. It was just too expensive at that time. But we had said that we would buy the G7X when we hit 10,000 subscribers, because at that time we were like, oh my gosh, 10,000 will be like crazy. And then now I'm at like, I don't know, like 24 or something, 23, and like still rocking this camera. But it was just funny because we did not think we were gonna like hit it that quick. So yeah, so next week my vlog should be hopefully on my new camera, which will be super exciting. And then we're gonna sell this one because I obviously don't need it anymore. So that's that. We're gonna do writing, like I said, and then we are going to, what else are we gonna do today? I have to do like some quiet time. Like Fridays are like my catch-up day in terms of like goal setting sheets and stuff like that. It's easier for me to do on a Friday and pull kids back, so then I just do like different computer type things that just keep them like busy and quiet and like practicing skills. But that's just like the easiest way for me to do it, and then I can pull kids back and catch up on like quick assessments. Like I have like a couple kids who I want to do a sight word assessment on, catch up on goal sheets, everything like that. So I do need to do that. And then after school today, I'm going to meet up with my teacher friends. One of them I work with, and the other ones, we all work in like different areas except for the one. And we're all going to meet up and have dinner. So yeah, that'll be fun. Last thing, what was I gonna say? Oh my gosh, I did spin yesterday, or last night, for the first time since like, oh my god, probably like I was in college like the last time I did spin. I've only ever done it like 2 times, and they were both in college. I went with a girl that I was like going to school with. She went to LA Fitness and she could like bring someone with her, so I would go with her. But any gym I've ever gone to has never had spin, so I've never been able to do it. But the gym I go to now actually has spin, but it's at 6:30 and it's normally too late. But I got to the gym yesterday at like 6:27 and I hopped on the stair climber and I looked at the time and I was like, ooh, 3 minutes, I should just do spin, and just like, because I did not want to work out yesterday, so I figured at least if I went to a class then I'd be like more motivated. But like, holy moly, my legs were so tired. So anyway, I gotta get going and do some work, and I'll catch up with you guys after school today. Hello, happy nighttime. It is 7 o'clock. I actually left and came back, so I never noticed my blinds look like that. Anyway, I had a staff, like, meeting stuff until like 3:30. I made like a couple copies. I left at 4, went to eat with my friends, and then I came back, and I just got back like half hour ago, not even, maybe like 20 minutes. And I'm just trying to like pack up my stuff and get a couple things done before I go. I was kind of scared to like come back to school because the janitors aren't here yet, and like the after school program is done, and I was afraid like the alarm would be set, which it's never set at this time, but I still just get so nervous. But I've been here for like 20 minutes and nothing's happened, so I'm assuming it's fine because I think the cops like would have showed up. But anyway, my desk is a disaster. I'm like slowly making a bigger mess than it was before, but we're gonna clean it up before we go. And today was a really good day. It was like pretty mellow. Fridays are always really mellow. We took a math test so I could kind of see where my kids are for like in relation to the benchmark that's gonna be coming up, so I can see like what we still need to work on. So I have a lot to do this weekend because I didn't get much done today, much as in nothing done today, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go shopping tomorrow with my mom for my birthday, and then Sunday I'll probably just work like the majority of the day because I'm not ready for Monday, and I'm not obviously gonna stay here much longer. So I'm gonna pack up. Before I go, I was so excited to see my friends after school. So one of my friends, I said earlier, I work with her here, and then my other two friends, they work at other districts, but one of them is Jessica from Hello Third Grade on Instagram, and she's one of my just like best teacher friends. I just love hanging out with her. I've known her for quite a long time actually, and then the other one I've met because of like them too, so it was so much fun. Like I love being able to get together, and we haven't gotten together since like President's Week earlier this year, so that's crazy. Anyway, I was gonna show you my outfit. I bought this shirt over the weekend at Target, and I love it. It's just a perfect fit. Like it's loose and it's not like doesn't like cling to you at all. I love it. So anyway, it is a like NASA shirt, and it's like kind of like vintagey looking, and then it's just kind of long, so I tucked it in like I think it's called a French tuck. I learned that from, what's that show called? Queer Eye on Netflix. I love that show. And then I just have this belt, which it was kind of funny because I was watching a vlog from Letter Class from Bridget, and she was showing her outfit, and she had a belt on, and she was like, you guys, I've literally had this belt since I was in high school. This is like my high school belt. Like I think I got this in like 9th grade, literally, and it's from American Eagle, and it's like the best belt ever, and I like go through phases in life where I wear it, but I always keep it because I know I'll end up wanting it again. So anyway, I have that belt on, and then I just have on some like cropped jeans and my like little booties. I realize I don't have like that many like, I don't know, like shoes that would like match this outfit because this shirt's not like white, it's more of like a cream off-white color. It was kind of hard to match a pair of shoes with. So anyway, I got a lot of cute little gifts today from friends at work, which is all in my car already. I already like took that stuff out when I walked out earlier because I had to drive obviously to go to eat with them. But I'll show it to you like at some point. It was just cute little things. And I think that's it. One of my friends also brought me Starbucks today, which was super sweet. It was a, what is this called? It is a salted, no. I don't know, something salted. I think she said it was like a salted sweet cream, cold foam, cold brew or something like that. Oh, and then she added the Cascara because she knows I like the Cascara cold foam, whatever that's called, but they don't have it anymore because, you know, that's life and that's what they do. But she got this instead because I think the people said it would be like similar. It was pretty good. But I waited to drink it until like after school today because I had my own coffee obviously. So I drank it during my meeting today, which was really nice. So yeah, I said yesterday, was that yesterday, that my brain this week is just like on overload. It's like, it's more now. My brain's on like super overload. It's just, I don't know, there's like so much going on. I just feel like there's no time to do anything. Like I sit here and I think about all the things that I need to get done, and like I mean, it's Friday night and I'm sitting here at 7 o'clock p.m. and I've been here since like 7:20 a.m. Obviously I left for a little bit, but it's just like, I don't know, there's just so much to do, and there's just no time. Like, time, I know that's like it's such a bad excuse, like there's no time, but like there really isn't. And like with the amount of things that you have to do as a teacher, like there's not enough time in the day. But that's life, so it is what it is. Like I said, I'm gonna work this weekend, try and feel caught up. I don't have that much to do, but I have a lot of things that I just need to like reevaluate and like think about in terms of like the way I'm teaching, the way I'm doing things, just making sure that it's like the best for my students. It's not so much that I have like a lot of like little busy work type things that I need to do, because I really don't. Like, I was trying to make a list and like my list is not that long, but I don't know, like if you're a teacher, do you just feel like so overwhelmed? Like, I know every teacher has to feel this way, and I don't know at what point like it would ever stop, because it's not like this is things where I'm like, oh, I'd eventually get the hang of it, or like lesson planning, like eventually get quicker at it or something. Like, this is just on top of like everything else that you have to do as a teacher between lesson planning and everything. There's just like, there's so many little things that it's extra that you have to do, and it's not stuff that can just be like forgotten about or not done. And with like, we don't really get that many prep periods, so, but I don't know, I'm not going to be a complainer because I love my job and I love everything I do, but sometimes it's a lot to do. But I wouldn't trade it for the world because I love what I do and it just makes my heart so happy, but fills my heart with joy. And yeah, but I'm gonna leave it off at that because I need to go. I'm getting delirious being here. I might actually, I don't know, I like only had a snack when I was there. I just got french fries because we just more like went to meet up and like chit chat, so I only got fries. I didn't eat like dinner, but I don't know what our plans are for dinner, so I'm not like hungry, but I know I'm gonna be hungry in probably like an hour, so I don't know. I usually get food on Friday nights, but since I did go out to get french fries, I probably shouldn't do that, but yeah. So I'm gonna go. I've said I'm gonna go like 14 times, and I do that every time I'm trying to end a video because I never know how to end the video, but I'm gonna go. And I'm catch up with you guys on Monday. I'm gonna have a good weekend. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm excited to get work done on Sunday. Even though it's like working on the weekend, it's still like, it makes me happy to be able to feel caught up rather than coming in on a Monday morning and just feeling frantic. So I'm excited to sit there and do some work. So anyway, I hope you have a good weekend, and I will catch you guys on Monday in a new vlog and hopefully a new camera. I'll see you guys later.